Sometimes, you have to grind through some tough tanks, before you finally hit the sweet spot. These are some of the check tanks, before you reach the Tier 9.
Many months later.
I started the day with 3 games in the Tier 9 T50. I had quite normal results, but I noticed the insane WN8 that I got for it. So I pulled out all my replays and had a look. I noticed that my recent results in it was quite good. After struggling with the first gun for so long, finally I'm beginning to get consistent, good results. Make sure you have enough free XP when you get to the T50. You need about 100,000 XP to get the tracks, turret and final gun, and after that, another 40,000 to get the final engine. As for equipment, vert stabs, GLD, and optics are my choice. I think vents in place of optics is also a viable option. The T50 has 1,650 hit points, about standard for a Tier 9 medium. Use it wisely, but don't be afraid to take a few hits, if it means gaining an upper hand for the team. Just avoid taking hits from big guns, like the E100, Waffle and T57s. The T50 has 2,333 DPM, 248 average penetration from the standard APCR shells, and 320 average damage on both APCR and heat. The rate of fire is 7.29 rounds a minute, and it takes 21 seconds to reload the 3-clip magazine. 1.8 seconds between shots is reasonable. I find myself using mostly APCR as they are sufficient enough to do the job. Shell velocity is at 1,400 meters per second, which means it's quite easy to lead a moving target.
The forward speed of the T50 is 50 km per hour, and reverse is 20 km per hour. It has a 1,000 horsepower engine, and has a power-to-weight ratio of 26.11. The turret traverses at 43 degrees and the tank traverses at 42 degrees per second. This makes the T50 handle much like a Lorraine. It's quick enough to relocate and defend, or join the forces on the other side of the map for a push. The armor on the T50 is much better than a Lorraine, Type 61 and Leopard prototype, but nowhere near like T54 or E50. The hull armor is 60 mm in the front, and 40 mm on the sides and back. The turret is 120 mm in the front, 80 mm on the side, and 60 mm on the back. It is not impossible to bounce some shots from a distance, but don't expect it to be reliable. Try to release your full clip when you shoot. It's quite normal to get 2,000 to 3,000 damage per game, if you time your shots well. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please comment, subscribe, and like. Let me know what you think of the T50. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the battlefield.